Hello, everyone. Crystal here with your August 26th, 2020 daily tarot reading. In this reading, we are picking up on the overall energy of the day. So let's get right into it. And I'm sending some love your way before you even get into this daily reading, or before we get into this daily reading, I should say. So let's see, what does August 26th have in store for us? What is the overall? Ooh, that card wanted to come out. Ten of Wands. This has been a topic of discussion all week, it seems like. Seven of Coins in reverse. All right. And let's pull one last card from our Black Moon astrology deck. Let's see what the overall energy for August 26th. What do we need to know? What do we need to know for August 26th? South Node, life's debts. All right. Okay, so starting with the Ten of Wands, and it is upright. So today we have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Coins in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the South Node, life's debts. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, because the Ten of Wands normally puts a lot on us. Did we? I almost feel like we had this card yesterday, but I could be wrong. I know that we had it sometime this week or like over the weekend or something like that. But anyway, the Ten of Wands is when you've just had enough. You're very tired. You have been taking on a lot. Maybe you help the family, or you take care of your uncle, or you take care of your dad, or you've been running a business and it's not as easy as people think it is. This Ten of Wands just becomes a burden after you put so much on you. And it's kind of like when you take on a passion project and you just allow yourself to get too consumed with all the work that has to be put into it, to where it becomes draining. It's kind of counterproductive when it comes to what you're actually trying to get done. So be careful to not put a lot on yourself. If you need help ask for it. If you're noticing that you ask for help and that help isn't there, that can be very stressful. But normally with the Ten of Wands, the help is there. But if it isn't, you can still do it on your own. The Ten of Wands gives you enough energy. It gives you enough stamina to be able to get it done. Yes, it can be a lot of frustration associated with it, because it's like, man, have you ever been in a position to have a lot on you and have someone just sit back and watch? That is a very stressful time. Or you're in a relationship with someone and you're working two jobs to pay the bills, and they won't get up and work one job. That is a lot. And it eventually becomes very stressful. It becomes very stressful after so long. So some of you are dealing with a lot of heaviness. I think the a lot is kind of put on you, whether it's just you trying to prepare yourself for the fall and get finances and things like that together, or it's just a lot of work that's being put forth. But handle what you need to do today. Don't put everyone else's things on your plate. Just focus on you. Now we have the Seven of Coins in reverse. And the Seven of Coins, when it's upright, it is reaping the fruits of your labor. It is being that patient person to say, you know what, I have a dream of wanting to be a scientist. And I've always loved medicine, or I've always loved science. I've always liked biology. And so I decided to take a few courses in high school by choice. And now I went to college and I decided to major in whatever biology. And so now I am graduating and I am just really looking for that job. I found that job and now I'm getting paid from it. That's the Seven of Coins upright. As you heard, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. But this person planted their seeds of intentions and put the hard work, because coins want results. They don't care what you wish for, what you feel. They want to know, what are your results? Are you paying your bills? Are you taking care of business? Are you being proactive? Are you just getting by being lazy? What are you doing? The coins are very earth oriented. So they can be a bit more like, hey, let's get rolling, let's get the work done. And when the 7 of coins is in reverse, it can be so frustrating because what you're putting a lot of work into, you might not be seeing the results, and that can be very frustrating. That can be very annoying, but ultimately you can't just give up, because now I'll put it like this: with some things you can, if you notice, like, man, I have just been putting my time, effort, and energy into this relationship or this job or this career, and I'm getting nothing. I didn't spend $100,000 in student loans to turn around and not even have a job in my field. That's the 7 of coins in reverse. It's like, hell, I paid all this money and I'm not getting the fruits of my labor, or I put all this time, effort, and energy into this relationship and I'm not getting the benefits of what it is that I want or that I desire. Okay. So watch out for that. If you're noticing that you're planting seeds in places that they're not growing, stop planting the seeds there. And it doesn't mean, for some of you, it will be leaving a relationship. It will be leaving a job. It will literally be having enough and just saying, you know what, enough is enough. I'm gone. And there is a lot of karma associated with this situation, and we'll talk about the South Node card in a minute. But yeah, this is just saying, or what we can do is use a moment for introspection, because the reverse cards are great for that. How can I learn from this? Even though I've been very, very patient within this relationship, what has it taught me? Maybe I need to be more patient with myself, or more patient with what it is that I love. Maybe I need to just simply just get up and not make it a whole emotional meltdown and just plant somewhere else. And you can do that because the Hierophant is in reverse. So you're being uprooted in some way. Some of you all are moving. Some of you are really trying to break out of certain things that have held you for a long time, whether it's a relationship, a marriage, a contract. You all are really breaking free in some way. And I commend you for that, because it's not easy, and you will get your benefits. You will have great days. Today is just one of those days to where you have to work through it a bit more, have more introspection that, yeah, this didn't go the way that I thought it would go. I had other expectations. I wanted more structure. I wanted more security. And I'm not getting that today. But I can use this creative time to find new ways of security and new ways of reinventing my relationship or my idea when it comes to love. Now we have South Node. And South Node, like I told you before, relates to karma. And it says karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through which consciousness manifests. And the South Node, like we said, represents karma. It points to a part in the chart where certain matters might be discharged or cast off. Basically, the South Node is what we did in past life. Okay. It was, let's say like your South Node is in Gemini. If your South Node is in Gemini, then last lifetime you did a lot of mercurial things. You connected a lot of people. You wrote a lot. You read a lot of books. You did a lot of writing. You were very much active within the community. You never wanted to leave your home. You always wanted to stay in your homeland. You never had dreams of being elsewhere. You could have possibly got caught up in darkness or in gossip or in he say, she say, to where it really affected your marriage and just caused a horrible issue. Now, North Node in Sagittarius, that would mean that, and it's funny that I'm using these examples because actually the nodes are in the opposite signs this year. Then for 2020, the North Node is actually in Gemini, but we're just using it for example. So you have a lot of debt karma associated with how you speak, how you talk, who you communicate with. Maybe your siblings also bring a lot of karmic debt for you. You have to work through that this lifetime. North Node is where you are more so headed to, what you more so want to hone in on. You might have more natural gifts within your South Node, but you came this lifetime to learn more about the opposite zodiac sign of wherever that energy is. So what I'm getting at is it's a hell of a lot of karmic energy today. So you can be pulled more past your old ways of doing things, your old traits, going back to the past. And what's great about the South Node is not to be ignored, it's to be examined and understood. And it's not just something you just throw away or just steer away from, but it says, hey, look at the lessons. Sometimes dealing with karmic situations, it can be a little stressful or it can be a little overwhelming. It can feel like a dark place that you don't really want to go. But if you go to that dark place, a lot of the times that is where your breakthrough is. You can't see where you're going if you don't know where you came from. So the South Node wants you to remember all these things. What kind of karma are you building up? Are you repeating the same cycles of constantly making yourself the martyr when you don't need to? Sacrificing so much of yourself for relationships or a business or a job or a boss, and you're not seeing the benefits of it? Well, let it go. Let's see, one more card for today. This card wanted to come out. And we have the Emperor. So yeah, a lot of this has to do with our structure in our life, our money, our relationships, our self-worth. Some of you all will have an interesting day with a man in your life. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could even be that the Emperor, the father, the masculine energy comes in some way to help you through this past trauma or karma, or a boss comes in and gives you some advice on how to deal with some things that you've been having issues with, because the Emperor is about it is about the person who comes in and brings order. So the way that you can work through this is by focusing on you, not your partner who is not giving you massages like you would like, or your best friend or your cousin who just doesn't do right in life and has caused so many issues for you. The Emperor says if you just focus on you and the structure that you have in your life, you'll do just fine. Because once you look at yourself, you're able to see and learn from your past. You're able to build up the persona or the things in life that make you individual. So this is a day of personal power. So take your personal power back. Try not to put so much on you. It's not, don't overcommit. You already will have enough on your plate today. Don't tell mom you're going to run into the grocery store and tell grandma you'll pick up. Look at me. Help grandma and mama. Okay. I'm not saying don't help them. But what I'm telling you is you just might want to be careful and make sure that if you are going to help people, structure it into your day and don't put too much on your plate. Have a great one. Have a nice, beautiful, reflective day. And I'll see you tomorrow.